Hey, what's up, guys? So, honestly, I didn't even plan on making a video today, let alone this late at night, but I had to talk about this situation because there's been some insane drama going on in the YouTube space over the last few days. And now the man at the center of it, Mr. Beast, because at the end of the day, he's the guy, this is his brand, has finally released a statement about the situation. So, let me just go ahead and talk about it, right? So, there's this guy named Kris Tyson. That used to be his name. He goes by Ava now, so he's a she. He transgendered. He's a trans. So she, Ava Kris Tyson, has had this insane controversy that got exposed and has been talked about by a lot of big YouTubers whose content I do watch and enjoy. Where basically, she has been accused of engaging and grooming minors, sending different inappropriate texts to minors, grooming minors, just all this weird pedophilia stuff. And unfortunately, I did watch a ton of videos on the subject. I looked at the evidence that I could find on X, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, it seems to be 100% factual that Ava Kris Tyson indeed was involved in some very suspicious and disturbing things regarding minors. I mean, there's this one story about this one kid where basically, back when his name was Chris and he identified as a boy, he was engaged in inappropriate text messages with a 13-year-old boy, I guess, when he was 20 years old. And I don't care what anybody says, unless that's like your family member. There's no reason why you should ever be texting a 13-year-old boy. That's weird. I don't stand for that, right? So you got that situation that happened, and so after the whole thing came to light and people started exposing it and talking about it more, and it kind of blew up, and now everybody's mad. Everybody started to go after Mr. Beast because, again, this is the person who's in all of Mr. Beast's videos. This is literally how this person got famous, is because Ava Kris Tyson was in all of Mr. Beast's videos. And, if you watch Mr. Beast at all, which, to be honest, I don't really watch his videos, but he's the biggest content creator in history. He's got like 300 million subscribers. He's a huge creator. And so Ava Kris Tyson actually released a statement and basically said that I'm going to step away for a while, and, while we figure this whole thing out, and I didn't mean any harm, and basically like denying the allegations stuff. But like I said, if you just look online, look at some of the videos, just type in Ava Kris Tyson on YouTube, there's some really good videos that break down the hardcore evidence that he engaged in some very weird behavior with minors. And so here's the statement by Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast said, over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. So there you go. So Mr. Beast is accepting that it's kind of true, like it is. And he even said, he's like, I've become aware of what happened, and I'm absolutely disgusted and opposed to it because, yeah, that's what happened. So then Mr. Beast says, during that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings. I think he's doing the whole corporate thing. Typically, when you have somebody who started at the very bottom with you or started at the beginning, typically it's very hard to remove that person without them either talking about all the skeletons you may have in your closet or confidential things that you don't want anybody else to know, or B, suing you for, whatever reason. Typically these things tend to happen. And so I think what Mr. Beast is trying to do is he's like, okay, instead of just downright firing you, even though I've clearly seen the evidence online, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation, and we'll see, what turns up. And if they determine that you're clear, then, hey, maybe we can move forward. But if not, then, hey, now you know that I gave you a fair shake. I had an independent third party investigate the entire thing, and what they came back with is what they came back with. Overall, I just want to speak to this. I don't know if you guys have noticed, 2024 has truly been an incredible year in terms of exposing child predators. I take that very seriously. I don't think that's cool at all. I think people who engage in any of that type of weird behavior should be punished to the highest extent. By the way, my little brother is 14 years old, so I'm just thinking how disgusting and weird that is. If I found out that my 14-year-old brother was talking to a 20-year-old, I would be disgusted and I would be like, don't do that. Like, well, first off, why is this person talking to you in any old kind of way? I don't care if you all in a group chat together, and let alone, it's not even that Kris Tyson was talking to the 13-year-old. I mean, that's already bad enough, but apparently he was also sending like inappropriate texts, like not directly to the minor, but he was talking about inappropriate things with a minor, like sending nudes and all this weird stuff. And it's just like, bro, you just don't do that stuff with a minor. That's disgusting. That's repulsive. I don't condone that at all. That's awful. And so 2024 has been the year of exposing these types of people. It's been crazy. You had Dr. Disrespect get exposed. Now you got Kris Tyson. You've had a few other people. And I don't know if you guys are starting to notice this, but there really is a trend, it seems, of famous people, especially content creators, who engage in this sort of behavior. I mean, if I just like do a quick Google search of like all the content creators who have been exposed to some sort of grooming minors or talking to minors inappropriately or any sort of pedophilia over the last few years, you're going to find a bunch of big names of people who got canceled. I mean, another person that comes to mind was like, there was this guy named EDMP or something like that. I think that was his name. You know, he pretty much got canceled for that whole thing. And it's disgusting and it's crazy how many of these content creators are involved in that stuff. And I do have to give Keemstar his credit. Keemstar brought up a very good point. You guys know that's the drama alert dude. He said something interesting. He said that a lot of people were quick to bash Dr. Disrespect, but they're very quiet about the Kris Tyson situation. Take close notes about that. Obviously, now that Mr. Beast has finally spoken out about the situation, a lot of those people are probably going to finally come out and, you know, condemn Kris Tyson, but they were waiting for Mr. Beast to give them the green light. And that's the sad thing about this YouTube politics thing. And that's why I told you guys, I don't really see myself having many friends on YouTube because unfortunately it becomes this weird political good old boy network where everybody's afraid to speak their mind. I know for me personally, I'm always going to speak my mind. I don't care if, you know, somebody with a lot of power in the YouTube space is never going to have me in their video again, because that's what this is all about. They all want to be in Mr. Beast's video. They all want to get the publicity. So they're scared to speak out or say anything about the Kris Tyson situation until Mr. Beast talks about it. So now they know they got the green light. In my opinion, because this situation has literally been going on for like a week now, so many content creators have been completely silent. And I'm talking about people who have closely affiliated themselves with Kris Tyson or Mr. Beast, haven't spoken out about it at all. And I think that that's disgusting too. So overall, you know, you just have this weird pattern of these famous, rich, whatever people, whether it's in the celebrity world, you know, the rappers, the singers, the actors, whatever, people in Hollywood or the content creator space. For whatever reason, a lot of these people are just freaking weirdos. They really are. And that's another reason why I just don't see myself. I mean, obviously, we're still a small channel over here, but no matter how big I ever got, or even if these people, you know, whatever, I just don't see myself ever being cool with any of these people, because at the end of the day, a lot of them are just so weird. Like, why do we keep hearing these weird stories with these content creators? You know, it's just really disturbing and really bothersome, but I don't know. The internet's a weird place. That's all I got to say. But anyway, I did want to briefly cover the situation, the fact that Mr. Beast released an apology. By the way, according to Keemstar and a few others, there are some allegations against Mr. Beast too, but I'm not going to touch on that until more things come out. But people are accusing Mr. Beast of some weird stuff too. There's also some talk that Kris Tyson apparently knows a lot about some of the weird stuff that has gone on with Mr. Beast's entire like network or whatever. And I don't know. That's just speculation, just to be perfectly frank, in terms of the Mr. Beast stuff. But like I said, we'll see what comes out. I will cover it as we get more information. And yeah, that's today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.